friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do a review of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Now, let me just start by saying this. This episode drove me bananas. This episode was so frustrating. It was so many holes, and it seemed like part of couples' storylines was rehearsed. I mean, and this is the finale before the reunion. This. Okay? But we're going to have a backstory of Larissa and Colt. But next week is the reunion. Did I get that right, friends? Ciao! I can't wait for this show to be over. Hoes! Alright, let's get started. Alright, let's talk about Jay and Ashley. Now, Ashley, she's laying in bed. Alright, she looked tired, and through. Alright, so she tells us that after the whole thing with Jay, you know, she called the police on him, paid for his hotel, paid for his plane ticket. She sent his butt to Florida to be with his brother. It was so stressful that it caused her lupus to flare up. Okay. And she ended up being, you know, in the hospital for a couple of days. I think she said less than a week. Now, while she's at said hospital, she's taking pictures, going on Instagram Live. Did y'all see that picture? I said, you mean to tell me why you got all these IVs? Tubes all over the place. You are on Instagram Live. Okay. So she said that she was just so upset, so stressed, that the stress of what Jay did, the stress of her marriage falling apart, put her in the hospital. The stress of it all. Okay, so she says that, you know, unbeknownst to her, one of her friends called Jay. Excuse me. Let me get this straight. So, you mean to tell me that one of your friends took it upon themselves, without you knowing, to call the one person who put you in the hospital because of stress, because of what Jay did, your husband, put you in the hospital. This friend took it upon herself or himself to call Jay and say, listen, your wife is sick, all right? You need to come back home. That's what you want me to believe? I don't buy it. Do y'all buy it? Let me tell you why I don't buy it. Okay. Now, this whole time, all right, she was determined to get this boy out this house. She called the police. She even drove him to the hotel. All right. Now, you had a said friend who was with you when you tossed all his stuff down the stairs, put him in trash bags. Is it that friend? Because I'm going to tell you how I think the conversation went. All right. She has been upset. Of course, her husband cheated on her. Her marriage is over. She's been upset. She was crying. And I bet you she looked at her friend and said, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? But her friend was like, girl, what you want me to do? You want me to call Jay, girl? What do you want me to do? And at first, okay, Ashley was like, no, I don't know. I love him. I mean, you just can't fall out of love with somebody like that. And so Fran was giving her the side eye for a little bit, and Fran was like, child. So she called another friend, and she was like, girl, guess what? Ashley's having a little breakdown. Her face is blotchy. She gonna weigh pounds she ain't ate. Okay, her lupus is flared up. Girl, she want me to call Jay. So the friend was like, girl, don't you call Jay. Okay, she done got him out her life. Just leave her alone. She was like, girl, I don't know what to do. She want me to call. What you think, girl? What you think, girl? So then this said friend go to Ashley and say, girl, I'm calling Jay. I can't deal with this crying. Let's get you to the hospital. Let's see what happens. She's in the hospital. She's crying. You know, she's upset. And so the friend says, I'm calling Jay. That is how the story went. Okay. I refuse to believe that one of her friends out the blue thought that Jay was the first person to call. Don't she have a mom, sisters, other friends, cousins? Where they at? Because I'm going to tell you this, if it was me, and I did not tell any of my friends, and my ex-husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, boyfriend, whatever, walking through that door after my friends have been with me, knowing that they done had their wee-wee sucked in the public bathroom by some whore. Honey, them IVs were coming out, and we are like this. We no longer friends. We no longer friends. Now y'all know the turmoil I've done been through. You got this nigga walking in through the door with a smile on his face after I done paid hundreds of dollars on the plane ticket. So Ashley informs us that Jay showed up at the hospital. He was there for her, taking care of her, and she liked it. It felt good. Jay, with a smile on his face, okay, says that there was no way that he was going to stay in Florida while his wife is suffering back home. Okay. He showed up at the hospital. He took care of her. He took her home. He's taking care of her. He giving her some soup. All right. He loves this woman. He's hoping that she will take him back, that they can work things out. Okay. He messed up, but he won't mess up again. This is the love of his life. Now we have Ashley. Ashley said, you know, no, this does not fit the things that he has done, but daggone it, it sure do feel good with him being him. With him taking care of me. All right. So, after the police done call, after you done paid for a hotel, after you have paid for not one but two plane tickets, because how did he get back to Pennsylvania? She goes to the divorce attorney and says, yeah, I thought about it and I want to drop this divorce proceeding. I want to work it out with my husband. Did you see the way that lawyer looked at her? That lawyer looked at her with two side eyes. She was like, are you sure, girl? You know that's what she wanted to say. I bet you off camera, I bet she wanted to say, girl, come here. Let me holler at you for a second. She didn't. She was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah. Did you see the look on Ashley's face? Ashley didn't know what was going on. Did you see the look on Jay's face? How the Jay was sitting there like this. Yeah. You sure, right? You right. You got me right. I'm good. All right. I gave you that suit, right? We good. Honey, Jay had a smirk on his face. So, Jay was happy. Ashley was not. Okay? She kept saying, yeah. She kept looking dazed and confused. Instead of her saying, look, boy, I know you came out here, but no, I'm going to have to divorce you. No, no. She's going to stay married to him. Now, see, one of my homies' subscribers asked, why did he go back there? And I was like, yeah, why was he there? Well, now we know. Okay. So, we know now that they done had some type of argument or whatever because Jay has done got arrested. All right. Remember the story last week? Go back and look at the video. Okay. So, one of the homie subscribers put in the comments and said, honey, he getting deported in August. Jay, I don't feel a bit sorry for you. You should have kept your butt in Florida. But I guess, you know, you thought that, hey, you know, you're going to get back with your wife. You're going to get that green card. Okay? She's going to take care of you for 10 years. Y'all going to work it out wrong. After she got a little bit healthier, after she seen the light, she kicked you right back out to the curb. and then you arrested and you getting deported in Jay and Ashley got on my nerves so bad. I cannot believe I have talked this long about Jay and Ashley, child. Let's move on, shall we? I'm going to do 2 stories in less than 6 minutes. Go. Nicole and Azon. Nicole sitting there looking like a fool on a stool, talking about she got her Moroccan tickets. She telling May, I done got the tickets, baby. So she calls Azon and was like, guess what? I bought the tickets. I'm coming to Morocco. Of course, we hear crickets at first. And then Azon was like, oh, that's great. That's wonderful. See, now, you know, instead of him acting or looking like he don't care nothing about her, he's just appeasing her. He's just like patting her on the head like a dog. Oh, good. That's great. That's great, Nicole. Sure. Knowing all well that she ain't coming over to Morocco because he's going to make up another excuse. You know, there's going to be another family emergency. Hell, at this point, he's probably going to have somebody cut off his leg. He's going to start losing limbs. He's telling everybody back home, saying, y'all, this American girl ain't getting it. She ain't getting it. So her mom shows up. And she tells her mom about said going over to Morocco. Her mom was like, are you kidding me? Nicole, you have spent so much money on this guy. And what about the business? Okay, so here's Nicole. She finally admits, she finally fesses up that this business was a lie. Honey, the look on her mama's face, her mama and the family already knew that something was fishy about it. They already knew in the back of their heads that this was a lie. Honey, Nicole confirmed it. Nicole was like, there is no business. So the mama said, you lied. I didn't raise a liar. What, you mean to tell me you've been lying to us this whole time? And then here's Nicole. Well, it was kind of a lie, sort of a lie, but it wasn't really a lie. I mean, we went to go look at a building. Her mama said, oh, you looked at a building. So you looking at an abandoned building mean you got a business. I want y'all listen here, friends. I want y'all to leave wherever you're at. Drive to the nearest abandoned building, walk around it, and then tell everybody that's your business. This is Nicole's mind. A mind of a toddler. Y'all know how I feel about this girl. She's a special kind of special, secondary special. Okay? Now she done sunk $6,000 in air. She might as well wipe her tail with that. While Azon talking about he spent $500. Okay? You gave Azon $6,000 of your money. You know good well it wasn't no business. You concocted this lie with this fool. Okay. So, she is still determined to marry Azon. And then they had this little thing that popped up and said 2 weeks later, her trip to Morocco was canceled. Y'all, I am so tired of Nicole. I cannot wait to not ever say Nicole in my life. She has to be the most frustrating reality shows person I have ever talked about. This girl is delusional. She needs help. She needs help. Everybody around her, everybody viewing her is looking at her and say, girl, what is wrong with you? Child, moving on. Moving on. Now let's talk about this whole mess with Russ and Powell. Okay? Powell, who's been the overprotective mom, didn't want anyone holding the baby but her and Russ. Now Russ's mom, she done came into town and Russ had to break it to her and say, look, you know, Powell's being a little overprotective and she's not allowing anyone to hold the baby. So, you know, Mama Russ was like, I didn't come flying all the way down here for Oklahoma not to hold my grandchild. I'm going to show you better I can tell you. That's what, you know, she wanted to say. All right. So she was like, you mean to tell me that I can't hold the baby? And so Russ was like, let me talk to her, she's been a little overprotective. It's going to be okay. So, honey, all along, Mama Russ was like, I bet you $1 I'm going to hold that baby. I bet you. So Mama Russ get there, kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. Now remember, Pal's mom, always, she's feeling some type of way about Mama Russ because Pal put on this picture about how Mama Russ mistreated her, disrespected her, they didn't accept her. So, Mama Pal was like, oh, I'm going to have to get her together. Let her slip up one good time. All right. I'm going to get her together. So, Mama Russ go to bed. Everybody go to bed. Okay, it's the next morning. All right. So, the baby's up, feeling, fresh and fancy free. So, Mama Russ gets up and she was like, oh, look at the baby. And Pal, the baby starts smiling. And they're like, oh my God, he's smiling. So then, all this big talk from Pal. I don't want nobody holding the baby, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Well, that went out the window. She was like, do you want to hold him? So Mama Russ was like, of course. So all of that, Pal thought better of it. And she thought, you know what? I'm going to let you hold the baby. Now, her mama, Pal's mama, had been there for days. Done seen the birth of her grandchild. Mama Russ been there for 5 minutes and hold the baby. Did you hear Mama Pal? Mama Pal said, well, I'm a little jealous. I haven't even held the baby yet. Well, that's your fault. That's your fault. Oh, well, you should have been like Mama Russ. I'm holding this baby. Instead of you sitting back and not even being allowed to even hold it. Child, whatever. Okay. So, Mama Russ gave Mama Pal the baby for the first time. Child, a mess. But let's get into this contrived argument. So we have Russ in the kitchen. All right. Sink full of dishes. He holding the baby. Now, I don't know exactly why Russ is holding the baby in the kitchen with a sink full of dishes when there's 3 women sitting there. But he is. And he's clanking and banging and moving and grooving. The baby's just, limp. Okay, here's Pal. Oh my God, the baby, the noise. I said, this is what you're arguing about. You arguing about a baby making some noise because the little pots and pans are clanging and banging. Y'all, this thing was set up by the producers. I didn't believe this fight for one bit. This whole time, you mean to tell me, Russ, Pal has been leading you on like a little lost dog. And then you're going to have a little gumption to you over some little banging pots and pans. Child, whatever. Okay, so they have some words. All right, so Russ's mom goes and gets the baby. And she was like, listen, y'all are, a new family. Your arguing has to stop. Okay? And it definitely needs to stop in front of the baby. Okay? Y'all need to cut this out. So they go to the beach. All right? And Pal is telling Russ how she feels overwhelmed. Okay? She's the only one taking care of the baby. And so Russ was like, you gonna quit saying that. Okay, you are not the only one that is taking care of this baby. I have to work, okay? When I go out of town, it makes us more money. He said, now listen up. I had a job that could keep me home more and make more money, but we had to move to Oklahoma. And she was like, oh, well, there was no way we were living in Oklahoma, okay? Pal was like, you're not home, you're traveling, I'm here with the baby by myself, blah, blah, blah. And so Pal was like, my body, it's not where it should be or where it used to be, but I'm going to get my body back snatched. And when I do, I'm going back to modeling. So, that is the dilemma with Russ and Pal. Okay. He's traveling, he's not at home, and Pal feels overwhelmed being a single mother when Russ is not there. Child, I am so tired of Russ and Pal. Boring. Contrived fight. That fight was not real. This whole thing was stupid. The whole thing about being the overprotective mother, stupid. Honey, she came just like that. Mama Russ came in all of 5 minutes and held the baby. Moving on. Alright? Now let's talk about this whole Larissa and Colt situation. Y'all, Larissa done got arrested for the once, twice, thrice time. Now, they did not give the details of Larissa's arrest. What she get arrested at, y'all? Why she get arrested, y'all? I did not even bother to look it up because I don't care anymore. Okay. Now, apparently another argument ensued between Larissa and Colt. All right. Mama Colt, she was startled. And she called 911. Cops showed up. They arrested Larissa. Okay, Colt done had enough. All right. Colt said that he's done spent lawyer money. He's done bailed her out twice. He's tired of it. Okay. Because they had a big blow up because Larissa feels like that Colt takes his mama's side over hers. Okay. Larissa don't think she has done anything wrong. It's Mama Colt's fault. Now, some people agree with Larissa. Okay, I don't. Do y'all not remember how Larissa acted when she first came on scene? Larissa has always been a monster. Always. Even before she met Mama Colt, she was a monster. She was a disrespectful harlot. Y'all forget about all that? Do y'all not remember that cousin of Colt who got her together at that little cookout? Y'all remember that? He let her have it. And he told Colt, this is a terrible decision. You are bringing her into our family. We don't act this way. And he was correct. But now all of a sudden, it's Mama Colt's fault. It's Mama's Colt's fault that Larissa is standing there disrespectful, screaming, yelling, talking, getting arrested, putting her hands on Colt. Even Mama Colt said that if she was not living there, would it make a difference? No, it wouldn't. Okay. Whether you live there or not, Mama Colt, it wouldn't make a difference. This woman, Larissa, is an evil, no good helper. And for all the ones who are trying to put blame on Colt's mom being there, their relationship may have been better. You're wrong. You're dead wrong. Mama Colt is the one that's hauling her around. She's literally taking the abuse to the face. How many of y'all would do that? How many of you all would sit in your child's house with an evil harlot and you just sit back and say, you know what, all right, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to ignore the issue. Yes, should Mama Colt have moved out? Sure she could have. Would it have changed things? Absolutely not. It's in Larissa's bones, okay, all right? And Colt's no better, all right? Colt is a grown man, all right? Colt should have told Larissa a long time ago. But no, he was so infatuated with how beautiful she was. You know, the exotic look. He got Larissa on his own. Y'all remember when he said that? It felt good to have a beautiful woman on my arm. Okay? People looking at us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How they looking at you now, Colt, with no spine? All right. So anyway, Larissa's in jail. And so Colt's like, I'm not getting her out. All right. I'm done with it. So Mama Colt breaking down, crying, snot flying. She says that she, feels bad. She does not want Colt to resent her for calling the police on his wife. Of course, Colt. No, I will not resent you. It's okay. I'm sorry. I love you. Honey, kissy on the forehead. Honey, let me just tell you this. Larissa and Colt, we have seen this coming for a long, long time. And as we see at the reunion, there's some dude sitting beside Larissa. Who is that dude, child? I'm done with Larissa and Colt. I'm done. All right? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm done with them. Okay? Now, let's talk about Chantel and... Alright, let's talk about Chantel and Pedro. Alright, they're going back to the United States. Pedro, he's stopping off to tell his mom and sister goodbye. He asked Chantel, you gonna come up? And Chantel was like, no. I'm not gonna tell them bye. And so, of course, Pedro sees that as disrespect. You know, here I am leaving for the United States for you, and you can't even tell my mom and my sister goodbye. Okay, so he goes up there. He talks to his mom and sister. And, you know, they're like, where's she at? You know, he was like, oh, she's down, you know, she's outside in the van. And they're like, she can't even, you know, she can't even tell us goodbye. And the mom was like, that is the most disrespectful thing. The mom calling Chantel disrespectful. Okay. So, I guess in my mind, I guess Chantel could have went upstairs. She could have went upstairs for 5 seconds and said, you know, bye. You know, I'll see you when I see you. You know, that's what she could have did. And bounced right back down them stairs. But no, Chantel has to be dramatic. And, you know, she wasn't going to do it. Chantel's reasoning for not telling her mother-in-law and sister-in-law bye is because that if she went up them stairs, she would have asked them about what Obed had told her. Come on, Chantel. I don't believe that for a minute. You didn't want to tell them bye because you didn't want to tell them bye. No excuse needed. Just say, I don't want to talk to them heifers. That's all you had to say. So, of course, Pedro, you know, same old, you know, song and dance. All right, I'm sorry. She's my wife. I need to go back to the United States. I need to work things out with her. You know, of course, the mother and the sister is not agreeing with this situation at all. They want him to stay with them. You know, forget Chantel. All right. They don't even want him married to her. But anyway, so they get back home. And apparently, the only thing Pedro been doing since they got back was playing video games. That's it. All right, Chantel, she's feeling frustrated. And she confronts him once again. And so she just point blank tells him, she says, listen, all right, I want the truth. Did you marry me for love? Or did you marry me so you can get some money and send it back to your family? So you can get the green card. And so he's like, ay, 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 ay. He was like, daggone it, I am so sick of explaining this to you. Why are you breaking this up now? She was like, answer me. Did you marry me for love or to use me, basically? Or was you just using me? And so he's like, I cannot believe you are thinking this. Now, listen here, friends. Did he ever answer the question? Or did he just beat around the bush? Because, honey, I am so drained from them. Okay? Did he ever say yes or no? Because I know he used the terms like, I can't believe you're asking me this. I can't believe we're talking about this again. I can't believe, I can't believe, I can't believe. But I don't think he ever said, Chantel, I love you. I married you. Okay, it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with family. It has nothing to do with green card. I married you. He didn't say nothing like that. So, of course, he comes out with this snide, rude comment talking about, well, listen here, if you keep acting the way you're acting, I'm going to get me a new woman. I'm going to kick you and everything you love to the curb. All right, that's it. I will leave you and it will be over. Here comes Chantel. Don't you ever say that to me again. I'm tired of this. Don't you talk to me that way. She storms into the bedroom. She's crying. He goes in there. He's trying to talk to her. He was like, what do you want me to do? I am sick of answering the same old questions. I will leave you, girl. He basically put it on the table. If you don't keep your mouth shut and understand what I'm trying to say to you, I'm leaving you. I'm tired of you. I left my vacation early to come back to you. And you still don't believe me. I will leave you. And then Chantel's crying. And she's upset. Y'all, for a split second, I thought about reviewing Chantel and Pedro's show. I will not be reviewing that. The foolishness of those two. Child, I can't. I cannot do it, y'all. All right, guys. All right, so I think that's it. I think that's the finale. I think the reunion is next week. That reunion better not be 2 hours. Y'all, I am still on the... Y'all, we need another 90-day fiancé. Okay? I know they're doing the 90-day fiancé the other way. Okay, fine. But we need a new 90-day fiancé, the old format. Okay? I am so sick of these people. Alright? And I may review 90 Day Fiancé again. I may not. Because, honey, them 2 hours wear me out. Alright? So, when they have a new 90 Day Fiancé, new people, new cast, all that, the original format, I may review it. But I have to think about, honey, this reunion next week, y'all. I am sick of them. Sick of them. Anyway, guys, y'all know the drill. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. All right, guys. Bye.